A few weeks ago, we were hit by a really bad storm, so bad that it actually damaged our boat and made our mast unstable.
We've got a line running here, we've got a line running here. Hopefully that'll help to offset any weird pressure that might be happening here.
And now, after 3 weeks of waiting, our boat's getting fixed. But not without getting stuck in the mud.
Thanks for joining us. We are going to get water this morning and kind of update you on what's going on here. We have been in this area of St. Mary's, very pretty as you can tell, for almost 2 weeks now and have no idea when we're going to be out of here. So anyways, we need water. I'm trying to do laundry. We're hauling water like multiple times a day from about 2 miles away. What we're doing is we have these buckets and we're putting water in these to pour in our washer. And then as we go, we also get drinking water. There's water maybe a little bit closer, but we've been told it's sulfur water. Whereas the boat ramp around the corner has city water that is chlorinated and smells like chlorine and not sulfur. So we don't really want sulfur water. Our filters would probably handle it. So. Yeah, so we've been here, like I said, almost 2 weeks. We don't know how much this is going to cost, and we don't know when we're going to be done. We thought we'd take you along with us to show you where we go get water.
We're going, you probably can't see, we're going to go up this river, around that corner, and then around that corner. It's literally going to snake us around. We didn't find this on any of the groups, like Active Captain or anything. We went over here because when we came in, we passed by this boat ramp and we saw trash cans, and we needed to get rid of our trash, so we knew that we could get trash. And then lo and behold, there's a water spigot. I'll show you.
We would make water here, but if you could see the water, it's just very silty. If Corey got the water maker together, we could make water, it's salt water, but it's very silty, so we'd be running through filters like crazy.
We've been here several times and people have come. There was a whole big group of bicyclers that came once, and they always give us a bit of a look. A lot of people come here and they sit right here at the top in their car and they're just looking out at the water, enjoying the view. And then here we come with often trash bags and these water jugs. And I think that they stare at us, and I think that they're just trying to process, like they don't really know what's going on. Because, you know, we don't really look homeless, but I think that people might like have a hard time processing what we're doing, trying to figure out what's happening here. Anyway, here is the water spigot.
And this is just laundry. That's all I'm using that for. So we'll fill these first. It's beautiful right now when it's flat, calm, and there's no wind, and that's so nice because we've had such windy days. But the museums like the no wind, and we get eaten alive by them, which stinks.
Guys, we are waking up to a beautiful but very chilly morning. We again had a blow last night with gusts 30 knots. Not a big deal. We've been through worse. Today's a big day though. There's a reason why I'm out here with the camera. Today is a big day, and I don't know, probably 30 minutes, give or take, from around this corner, there's going to be a very cool dinghy come around here. And on that dinghy is our fabricator. His name is Steve. He's been out to the boat probably a dozen times in the last couple of weeks. He is the one that is putting the Seagull Striker back together. And today, it should be assembled and be ready to put back in. I'm really excited. He actually saw some design flaw with the original from Fontaine Peugeot, and he believes that he has made it better. I think he's right. It's very robust rebuild that he's made. We also are redesigning the top, the head of the Seagull Striker. We have the luxury of a couple of other catamarans here in this area that we were able to look at to see how theirs were designed and make things further. I was able to look at pictures of other Vinzia 42s, that's this boat here, online, and we've redesigned ours. We've redesigned it. It's not a unique design, it's more closely matching this other design, but it doesn't have this screw up tensioner in the middle. Instead, what we're going to do, and this might be today, but probably tomorrow or Wednesday, this cable here, this is our Seagull Striker cable. What people typically do is they have a cut right here and a turnbuckle. So we're gonna have one of those installed. So the new Seagull Striker is gonna go in right here, and then we're gonna have this cable cut in the next day or so with a turnbuckle installed, and we'll get it all tensioned down, put the downward compression back on that beam, and then we need to take our boat and we need to motor it all the way around here. I don't know if you can see that off in the distance. There is some boats in a boatyard up there. We're gonna pole up at rising tide, and they're gonna bring the cherry picker out, and they're gonna look over the entire rig and make sure that there's no other signs of damage, and also give us an estimate on new rigging because we know we're due.
Battle this morning was figuring out how to get it out here and keep it protected. Yeah, so that's what I came up with, some old Amazon
That works.
packaging. And so these are your original pieces and parts. It'll sit down in there once it's loaded up. It's kind of loose right now until we get it under pressure, but that's what we started with, and that's what we have now.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it. And then this is your original festering failure point. Cut the tops off because for this one I ended up using the beefier one, and I was considering doing the same with these, but I put it all together and I was like, I'm only gaining 1/4 of an inch for all of that work. So you can see the zinc coating, which it's all been zinc coated, and then the top coat is silver.
So one of the things that Steve did, this is the original design, and it was basically just a uniform cast so it could go on either side, port or starboard, but then you lose all of the surface area, so he redesigned it so we have a full surface there to rest on that plate.
Give it a lot more load-bearing contact, direct load-bearing contact. Oh, that's nice. Beautiful. This is gonna be. Can't get it on yet. I would have thought we'd have been able to get it on because I actually made the parts a little
shorter. Yeah, I'm surprised by that too.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You know what I bet it is? I bet this bar is hoofed up.
Oh, I'm sure it
That
is.
beam, yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Exactly what wire size it was and what configuration. If it was compacted strand, or this is for 1x19. That's what people don't realize. It looks pretty, but you see all the corrosion inside. It's because they're not getting oxygen in there. Wow. So you're actually definitely due for a re-rig. Cone goes on. It's easier to go one at a time. You gotta make sure the wire doesn't get caught in the groove, because then the groove won't close. Former, it's a little cup that is removable, and that actually forms it right down to that point. The center point's got a hole in it. Now we need the wrenches.
So it's going to taper those wires down around there.
And they should all be like a perfect little, like a little nest.
I see.
Yeah. Now they can't come off there. This nut can't come off here.
Yep. It's beautiful.
That is a beautiful fitting. That's what I was just going to say.
It's pretty crazy how much this tensions the whole rig.
Yep.
And it's going to be really interesting. So the good news is that it's stay lock. So if it's not tight enough,
We can undo it.
we can
tighten it up.
undo it, take some more.
Yeah.
It's not fun, right? Because you have
Oh, you got to do it. Everything I just compressed, I have to take back apart.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing is the mark where I'm right now loose is here without tension. I'm splitting the difference because I can open this up 1.5 inches on each side, basically.
Yeah.
Little tension yet?
I'm just looking at the piece that I made going, yeah.
Guys, the sun's coming up right there, and we are getting ready to get over to the marina so they can take a look at us. We have to time this right because of the tides. The tide is just about high right now. Oh wow, it's all knotted up. It's here. Moment, so I'm gonna have to lift this out. It's literally tied in a knot. The task is we got to turn 90 degrees. We're gonna hug this wall, and we're gonna go in behind the island, right there. See the little grassy tuft, and then we're gonna turn and go this way.
I'm not excited about this. Hey Ella, be ready with a fender on this side.
Over there, Al.
This side.
Just in case. We don't want to bump that blue boat.
Sit there like a tank and burn. Both engines reverse.
Ella, I need a fender here.
Yep.
Wind's carrying.
That engine this way, back.
Carter, grab that spinner and go over there.
This engine forward.
Hurry, Carter, hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry,
Hold
hurry,
off
hurry,
of it.
hurry, 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 hurry.
Put your hands on there. On Yep. there.
Don't
He'll
put your
move.
hands between the boat, guys.
Yep, there you go. This engine forward.
Oh my goodness. Wind just takes my back end.
Yep. I'm used to it. No, it's a combination of the tide more than anything because it's going out, so it's going to push you that way.
Yeah.
I should have said you come this way farther.
Sorry.
I kept thinking it.
damage anything?
I don't see any damage.
No. No,
Oh,
you're fine.
oh my god.
Stopping them here.
Captain hit a stop on Indian River with the middle engine on board. The Coast Guard, how old is the person having the heart attack? And are you able to land anywhere so that we can coordinate?
You guys saw us come in, and John did the inspection on the rig. He looked it all over. There's some things to know about that. He basically we're due, but he thinks that we'll be okay for the next couple of months to continue on our trip. We were trying to beat the tide and the wind. We did not. The wind is here. We did not beat it, and we didn't beat the tide. So we were forced to kind of hunker down here and let the tide fall. So we're sitting in the mud, our keels are in the mud. And now the tide's starting to come up.
It's better.
It's getting a little better. Our scoops. So the scoops are, this one here was kind of awash with water as the tide's coming up, but we're basically slowly starting to float again. Weird, it's a weird feeling. Really weird. The boat didn't sit down flat. We've been kind of like this. We are making a very bold move today. We are headed offshore or outside. We are sailing. I don't know if we're doing it very well yet, but we are sailing.
So we are approaching St. Lucie Inlet. We have decided we're going to go in at St. Lucie. That's our current decision.